Hey there, guys. This is the Time Saving Techie teacher here to show you an awesome techie tool that your students can use. It's free, it's from Shepherd Software. I like to bookmark it in my Symbaloo right here. And then once I'm in Shepherd Software, I like to, um, instead of saving all of the awesome websites from Shepherd Software that I like to use, I just go straight in here and just type what I'm looking for, and it pretty much has so many fun games that you can use. You just click on it, and it takes you here to the search page, and it takes you right here. Um, so basically, you want to make sure that you have taught very well what prime numbers are and composite numbers are to your students. Now, usually I use this after my first math day, introducing it to them, just because it hooks them into wanting to practice understanding what prime numbers are and composite numbers are. So, of course, prime numbers are numbers that can only be divided by themselves and the number 1, the loneliest number. It's lonely because it's neither prime nor composite. So 1 and itself will give you a prime number. And composite numbers is a number that is composed or made up of numbers that more than just 1 in itself. So more than just a prime number. It has other factors in there as well. So make sure your students know what a prime number is and a composite number is. For those of you that need a little extra help trying to teach your students about prime numbers and composite numbers, because these are like really like hard, not hard concepts to know, but if it's the first time they've ever seen it, they have a hard time remembering what a prime number is. So the way I do it is I use Transformers. I love it, and the kids love it too, where I teach them that a prime number is a number that can only be divided by themselves and one other, which is 1. And and so like the 1 would be Megatron and themselves would be Optimus Prime. So any type of number that could be only divided by 1 in itself is a prime number. So for instance, at the very beginning, even before we get to this website and I let them play on this website, I teach them what is a prime number and I show them these videos. Now, this one you could probably just copy and paste and share this link into your lesson plan. And I show them, it's pretty awesome. And I mean, it's not as violent as the movie. I would not show them the movie one at all because I think the movie is PG-13, like the actual like live action. So there we have that. And then, they love it and they're going to beg you to like keep playing it. And of course, so that's Megatron. So that's one other besides itself. So only one other person or character, actually, I keep saying person, but is Megatron that can defeat and actually do away with and divide Optimus Prime. And in that itself, so Optimus Prime, the only way that he can be defeated or divided is by himself if he wills it to die. And this is Optimus Prime on his deathbed, and it's pretty awesome. Um, I'm just gonna fast forward. Yeah, let me rewind it a little bit. Yeah, there he goes. He's about to die. Yep, and your kids are gonna want to just beg you to like watch it. And these are just very short videos. Okay. And then, of course, I had like these old men, which sad that there's no famous women composers back in the day. Um, but at the beginning of this lesson, I would say, okay, tell me like someone that you love to listen to, a famous singer or songwriter. And, kids will say Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, whoever. And you say, okay, yeah, they compose so many awesome songs that, have made millions and millions of dollars for them. And so you introduce what compose means or to be made up of. And you tell them that composite numbers are all other numbers besides prime numbers, which make I guess, which is consists of factors of more than just one in itself. So it's one in itself and also other factors as well. So like for instance, 10. 10 is divisible by 1, it's divisible by 10, it's divisible by 2 and 5. Okay, so let's get to the fun. Oh, and then I'll just show an awesome, like, we'll show famous classical composers. And the kids were going to want to say, "Oh, I want to see a picture of Katy Perry." And I'll say, "Absolutely not." Anyways, okay, so I will always start introducing them by doing the numbers to 20. But for fun, I'm going to go all the way here to an extension that I'll give to my students that need a challenge in my class. So this is probably for those that are completely new to prime and composite numbers. Those that are, they got it with your lesson before this, showing them this website. We're going to go straight to here and go to time mode. I would use my equity sticks and choose students to come do this after I demonstrate the first time. So I'm going to pretend that someone came up, picked by the equity sticks. And if someone, let's say, who's usually like below grade level in math, I would just say, hey, go ahead and pick a partner to come up and help you. And so then that person gets to pick. And of course, they're going to pick the one in class that is like the best mathematician. And so they'll come up and they'll help. And so if you notice, the target says prime. So you have to find fruit that have prime numbers on it. So of course, 5, 13, that's way up there. 5 is right there. And this, while they're playing, you can see right away if they understand prime and composite numbers. It's fun. The kids love it. They're engaged. If you have really competitive kids, they're going to want to be like super fast and the best. It's great on Promethean boards, great on smart boards. Okay, so one thing that I always bring up is divisibility rules, and like 33 is a odd number. The kids are going to want to say that it's prime, but if you do the divisibility rule, where you add 3 plus 3 and divide it by 3, and if it is divisible by 3, then of course it's going to be composite. So 33 is 3 plus 3 equals 6, and 6 is divisible by 3, so it's not prime. But I'm going to click on it for fun to see what happens. Oh, you get an X. That means you missed one. Okay, so let me go and I think 67 is composite. Nope, it's prime. Just kidding. Composite, prime. 6 plus 3 is 9. That's divisible by 3. I'm going to go, that's prime, and that's composite. Okay, so each game is a minute. Then what you do is you just have your students send it to you, teacher@school.edu, and of course your name. I let them use um, fun nicknames as long as they include their names as well. There we go. Send to a teacher. And then the kids are going to want to be so fast that they make it onto the leaderboard, which is like the top 100. And then you could just play again. So it's a great tool that your students will absolutely want to play and play again. They won't feel like they're learning. They're going to learn a lot. And it's a great way just to include technology into your classroom. So that's it from the tech time saving, techie teacher. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.